that whip, yo, I got places to go. People to see, time is precious. I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going, the women, the shorties know nothing but clothes. No stopping at my Pirelli's on. Unlike my jewelry, that's always on. I know the storm is coming, my pockets keep telling me it's gonna shower. Call up my homies, it's on and popping the night, cause it's meant to be ours. We keep a fadeaway shot, cause we ballin' and spattin' up every hour. Look, mama, ow, you just like the flowers. Girl, you the truth with all that goody power. You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down, down.
You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down.
From the top of the mountain, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to me. It's going down. From the top of the mountain, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to me. It's going down. Hey, shawty must know I'm the man. My money lover like a number one fan. Don't open my mouth, let her talk to my fans. My Benjamin Franklin's. A couple of grands, I got rubber bands. My paper planes making a dance. Yes, I'm like that's part of my. We building castles that's made out of. She's amazing, on fire blazing, hotter than Cajun. Girl, won't you move a little closer? Time to get this maximum wage that belong on a poster. I'm in the days that is waving at me like, damn it, I know you. You run the show like a hoster. Tell me whatever and I'll be your gopher. You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down, down.
You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down.
From the top of the mountain, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to me. It's going down. From the top of the mountain, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to me. It's going down. Yeah, I'm spending my money. I'm out of control. Somebody help me. She taking my bank full, but I'm king of the club, and I'm wearing a crown, popping these bottles, watching they go. You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down, down.
You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth.
Come on.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Yeah.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not me. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in the shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lack down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey, all my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em
Hey,
out.
all the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey, front to back, they yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Yeah, what other southern rapper hooded than this? I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. You talk about, now we're doing it, prick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I copy chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, name. I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em
Hey,
out.
all my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em
Hey,
out.
all the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey, front to back, they yelling.
Bring 'em out,
Hey,
bring 'em out.
mic check, 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene with a 2 Drew on you and your friend and play a little 2-on-2? If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad for a sucker to test. Pimp, but too large and we way too fresh. Work well, but And quick to check the lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey, all my hot girls yelling.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
Now in his third season as the guy in Green Bay, and he's thrown for at least 25 touchdowns in each of the last 2 years. He and his team believe they are due for a deep playoff run as long as he stays healthy and is piloting the offense.
It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
32.
Love now. Short throw. He's got Kraft. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Red, 30.
Working out of the gun. Love. Now he's forced out right. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Packer first down.
On 3rd and short, not only did he get away from the rush and pick up a first down, he picked up a whole lot more than that. And how did he get it done? Evaded the rush, kept his poise, and then how about him directing traffic as he moved downfield to pick up extra blockers? A really nice run.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Here we go.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lee. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
On the double.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 40.
Here's Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Packers.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
At the Seahawks 32-yard line.
Down.
And quickly out wide, this is Watson. Touchdown, Packers! Christian Watson, 32 yards. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0.
Seahawks, nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Leading them out is their 6'3" quarterback, the third overall selection in 2018, Sam Darnold.
And I know that last year in 2024, New York Jets fans were watching him and saying, that's the guy we thought we were going to get. But he found his groove in Minnesota, finished in the top 5 in passing yards and touchdowns last year. Now in Seattle, they would prove that last season was no fluke.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
The Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Dancing to his left. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Rolling to, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Open man, he's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Back to throw, Darnold. Buying time to his left. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. To throw is Darnold. They'll get this complete to the tight end Barner. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold flushed out right. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Lee Holmes. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Set, go. Ready?
Following the interception, Love. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up second down at the 20-yard line.
Love, they go play action now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
First down, Green Bay.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down at the 39-yard line.
Complete once again to Watson. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. Short throw, he's got Kraft. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second down at the 47-yard line.
Now Love. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Number 9, Christian Watson. A 2-yard gain. Brings up second
From the
down.
43, here's a 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go. Red, 38.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
To throw now, here's Love. Slant route, he's got Dobbs. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away. And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Open man is Barner, the tight end. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
We're going to start.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Devontae Wyatt there for the stop. 2nd and 7. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Sam Darnold taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, the defensive coverage was good. So good, he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you probably take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less than a field goal attempt for him.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing. Love. They'll complete this one to Watson. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Green Bay.
Set, ready. 52, ready.
In motion goes the tight end. Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
1st down.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
33, yellow.
The tight end in motion right. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
Come on, set.
They go with Jacobs. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
Down. Ready.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Okay,
So
ready?
they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Ready.
Counter play with Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race. But how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Yellow.
Back to throw. Love. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens, because you wonder if this will affect the fourth down decision making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. Throw out wide to Walker. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Darnold. his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for the Seahawks. First down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Darnold to throw again. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up second down.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Packers' 35-yard line.
Straight ahead, Walker. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here's Darnold. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
But it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They take over in a precarious spot here, albeit after forcing the fumble at the goal line. This is safety territory as they start from their own 1.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Well, he had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
And the Packers first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in his zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From just shy of midfield, here's second down and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Love. He's got the hookup with Dobbs. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's a gain of 6.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Come on, set.
Love will sneak it. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Packers.
Here we go.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 7-7, our score after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Ready. 60.
Love now. Short throw has got Kraft. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
7-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And a Packer first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Let's go. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Love. And it's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
52 blue.
Love from the gun. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. And the tight end goes in motion left. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Brendan McManus on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. With some complimentary football there. One side, your defense forces the fumble, and then they drive it down the field. Now, obviously, Charles, they wanted the touchdown, but at least they were able to drive it down and get 3 out of that.
Yeah, now we'll have to see how the other sideline responds because they had plenty of time during that field goal to think about that fumble and how they were going to react. What are they going to do when they get the ball back and try and make things a little bit better for their team?
The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
Coach will just be relieved of recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now taking downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
after the sack. It's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw, Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. He finds Smith and Jigba. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. On the move to his left. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. The defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
Brings up 2nd down at the 28-yard line.
Firing quickly out wide is Love. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Love will sneak it. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Green Bay.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on 3rd down, usually you think 4th down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on 3rd. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From the 34-yard line here, 2nd down and 8.
Let's go.
And quickly out wide, this is Watson. Short completion, just 4 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
It's 3rd down.
Down.
Now Love. And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. Leonard Williams coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Here's Daniel Whelan now. Here's Horton. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. This goes to the tight end, Aaron Sauber. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
A lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Darnold out to his left. 20. This almost gets to the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force it throughout, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
To throw is Darnold. He'll buy some time right. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11. Here's Darnold. Forced out to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment.
Touchdown! Jackson Smith-Njigba. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have moved out in front. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith-Njigba touchdown catch.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to Dobbs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
First down, Packers.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Come on, set. Yellow, 22. Hut, hut.
To throw now, here's Love. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Packer first down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Ready.
On the Seahawks.
Throwing. Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
A 49-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now, look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. 58 yards. And the Seahawks take the block field goal and convert it into 6 points. So a pretty wild turn of events there. Instead of a sure 3 points, it's 6 the other direction.
And if you're kicking in the NFL, that should be pretty much automatic, but I don't think that's on him at all. The protection broke down. That led to the block.
That's my mom.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
1st down, Green Bay.
Ready. 38.
Glove. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reed. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
At the 43-yard line.
Okay, what?
Now a handoff up the middle. Lumen. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Focus after that run isn't how many yards they gained. It's that they gained a 1st down, and they've been running it well all game long.
Here we go, set.
Right back to him on 1st down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Let's go now. Yellow, 43. Ready.
Love looking to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they...
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Seahawks will get the football back in outstanding field position. And out now come the Seahawks. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Here we go, son.
Walker now on 1st and 10. He's got it to the 43 here.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Darnold. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Matt LaFleur loudly voicing his objections to that previous call. He's going to throw out the red challenge flag.
Play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. A shotgun snap for Darnold. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith-Njigba touchdown catch.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Love going to break the huddle and lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man complete. That's Lloyd. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and a yard.
60 red. 60 red.
Off the play fake, Love. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Up the middle they go. It's Lloyd. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Play fake. Here's Love. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
A rare defensive win against a scrambling quarterback who's been working on a 100-yard game on the ground. Not the direction we've seen him running most of today. This time he goes backwards.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working out of the gun. Love. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you got a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Darnold. He completes this to Walker. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Darnold now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to prevent action that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Third down and 10. Now it's Darnold. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Here's the call.
The ruling on the field is reversed.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off by Ernest Jones.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the interception, here's Darnold. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Back to throw, Darnold. Under pressure, and they get it to him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Third down.
That that time. Finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Short throw, he's got Kraft. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
Here's Love. Pressure comes and down he goes. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Ready?
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on what ought to be the final act of this first half. So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Seahawks offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Steps away to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Seattle Seahawks. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
We're going to set.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Darnold. Smith and Jigba with the ground. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Darnold. Rolling to his right. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. So a toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field, and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. Scotty, thank you as always. Well, likely 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. Love going to break the huddle. Lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Leonard Williams getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. On now is the Packers punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken right around the 44. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Darnold. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 3.
To throw is Darnold. Gets this out near the sideline into the hands of Cooper Kupp. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now it's 2nd and 10. To the air again, Darnold. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
I would describe the way that he's played today as mature. He's already moved on mentally from that incompletion, and he's more than ready to throw his next pass downfield.
They'll look to throw again. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
He's been running for big gains so far today. Stop for once here. Rare to see a quarterback rush for over 100 yards. Even rare to see him sacked for such a big loss after such a good day on the ground thus far.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Big Leonard Williams, the one who came in and got him.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half, and that trend is continuing here.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go.
To throw now. Here's Love. And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Here we go. Ready.
Love from the gun on third down. Quick slant to Watson. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On now is the Packers punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And it's fielded at the 34. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. I think you would agree, just a good decision right there. Goes for the safe play, gets some yardage out of it.
And showed some toughness as well. As you noted, he stayed right in there. Saw the rush was coming, hung in there, took the hit, dumped it out to the outside, and now they pick up some yardage, and you have a back that's grateful to you and will continue to make plays.
Play action. It's Darnold. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold. Pressure comes and down he goes. Rashawn Gary picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
Now Love. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Come on, set.
Love. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Leonard Williams. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Tried to create a little bit of that hocus-pocus with some magic. But the defense, not impressed at all. They don't lose contain on this very dangerous runner, and they get a big stop.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
33, yellow, red.
Throwing. Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. A little clear out. Hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's second and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Here we go, son.
Off of play action, Darnold. They'll roll him out right. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there, still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's a fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Lloyd. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Here we go.
They'll try again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Let's go.
Love will sneak it. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Packers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on third. They had more guys than they could block. That's pulled in at the 32. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And they will take over first and 10. Now the Packers get set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Give him 9 on the scramble there, and it'll leave him with a second and just a couple of inches.
Here we go. Here we go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Love looking to throw it. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground?
Under pressure, and they got to him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
But his linebackers just having one of those days where everything he does is working. I think you got to get a running back in there to help block, double team him, do whatever. Because right now, he's having a ball. Multiple sacks in this one, that one the quickest.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeMarcus Lawrence. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up fourth down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Here's Horton. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Looking to put a drive together. Darnold from the gun. Throw left side, complete to Cup. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 30-yard line.
And the ball on the 30. Here's second and 4. Darnold now to throw. Flush to his right. Shakes off the sand. Oh, Darnold loses it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
Now it's Darnold. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
It's a gain of 2. And the Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
Back to throw, Darnold. That'll be caught by Cup. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 14 and the Seahawk first.
And that's good for another Seahawks. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and 9. From the 50, it's Darnold. Sideline throw, complete to Walker. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Again, Darnold. Packer pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Darnold. His throw incomplete.
Intended for Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Incomplete. Sets up a third down and 18.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Here goes that.
Now Darnold. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Rashawn Gary able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 13.
Ready. Black, 95. Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head, that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Ready.
On 3rd down, Lloyd. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. On now is the Packers punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's taken inside his own 40. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Inches at the 34-yard line.
Here we go, set.
To throw is Darnold. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
Here's Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Here we go, set.
To the air again, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the pass passing lanes, forcing the incompletion, and bringing up fourth down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now a 2nd and 6. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Steps away. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards that time. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for a Seahawks touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense and made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Myers connects on the PAT. And they open the lead up down to 25.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
45, White.
To throw now. Here's Love. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short game when he took off running.
And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Love. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Second down and a little more than a yard here. They'll try the left side. It's Lloyd. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll keep it on the ground. Lloyd. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Love. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Let's go now.
Love. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Down. 33.
On 1st down, it's Lloyd. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Ready?
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Ready. Red 38.
Love now. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Uchenna-Nwosu. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Uchenna-Nwosu. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. This whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. That's taken in by Kraft. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. And Love going to keep it on the option. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, He's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Jared Reed able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Hooked up by Nicky Manwari. And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba and his offense ready to go once more here. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know. We'll
throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world up to the challenge.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Now here's Michael Dixon, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
Second down at the 39-yard line.
Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. Lloyd. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 4 receivers split out here. It's 3rd and 8.
Set, ready.
Throwing. Love. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Darnold. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this will remain an 18-point lead. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. In motion right, Dobbs. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle 3rd of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Play fake. Here's Love. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
First down.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. They run out of the gun with Brooks here. Down at the 25. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8.
On the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup.
Once again, it's Brooks. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Brought down by Chris Jones. Tackled back at the 30-yard line.
Love looking to throw it. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard got downs. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of the first. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it. But fourth down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on fourth down.
Looking to put a drive together. Now it's Darnold. He completes this to Walker. Second down and 8. Now Darnold. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Now a 3rd and 6. Darnold now to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. On that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
45.
On the ground, the drive starts with Wilson. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Leonard Williams. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Love to throw for it on 4th. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Back to throw. Love. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Throwing on 2nd and long. Love. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but
Definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't matter. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And Darnold wants to throw the football. Smith and Jigba with the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second down and 6 now. Here's Darnold. Packer pressure, and down he goes. We'll pause for an injury. That's the quarterback, Sam Darnold, in need of some assistance following that last play. Here's Locke to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Darnold's going to stay out there. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. CD, this is the ideal situation in the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they will take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.